everyone. Welcome to another episode of Couz's Corner. I'm your host, Couz. Here at Couz's Corner, we talk a lot of sports and a little music. Before we get started today, I want to show you guys a couple of my favorite items of memorabilia that I'm blessed to own. The first item I want to show you is an autographed poster of the 2006 senior class of the WVU basketball team. I think you'll recognize most of these names if you're a WVU fan. Kevin Pittsnoggle, Mike Gansey, Joe Airbear, J.D. Collins, Patrick Beeline. I was blessed to get this just fairly recently. Got it for joining the Time to Climb campaign as part of a promotion they were doing. Second piece of memorabilia is a signed poster from one of our favorite rock bands, Shinedown. We were privileged to meet them several years ago at after a concert in Charlotte, North Carolina, and all four band members signed this poster for us. And then there's a pic in there that we caught it was either that concert or another one. We've seen these guys about 11 or 12 times in concert, but we love them and we never get tired of seeing them. But I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of peek into my office and some things that I thought was neat. The three main stories I want to cover with you all today. One is directly involving the West Virginia basketball program. The other two are geared around the college football playoff expansion and conference news that's been going on the last several weeks. The basketball story is an update to the Bob Huggins contract extension. My previous video, I told you guys about the contract extension for Coach Hugs. Well, the details of that contract came out yesterday. Several media sources reported on it. His extension will carry him through the 2023-2024 season and will pay him $4.15 million a year. Also in that contract is the option for Coach Hugs, if he chooses. Once he's done coaching, he can take on a PR role in the athletic department for at least 2 more years. The salary for that position, the base salary, will be $50,000 plus deferred income from his current contract. The second story is regarding the news that came out yesterday. Several media sources, I think the original story came out in The Athletic. Max Olson and Andy Staples reported that the Big 12 has a 4-person expansion committee that's been set up. And the 4 people on that committee are Texas Tech AD Kirby Hocutt, Baylor AD Mack Rhodes, Iowa State President Wendy Winterstein, and Kansas Chancellor Doug Girod. Now, that committee is in serious discussions about pursuing BYU as a member of the Big 12. Now, I think personally that's a good idea, and I think BYU should be the top target, and here's why. In that report, the Athletic talks about BYU's winning percentage of the last decade. They would actually, if they were to enter the Big 12, they would be third among the remaining 8 teams plus them, the 9 teams, in winning percentage over the last decade. They would only be behind Oklahoma State and TCU in that category. Also, if you dig into BYU, they have a 63,000 seat stadium in LaVell Edwards Stadium, which would fit right into the Big 12 footprint. They have a large national audience because of their Mormon following, Mormon faith. They get good TV viewership numbers. They get just as good a viewership from a TV perspective as the remaining 8 teams do. So I think BYU would be a great addition and would be personally my number 1 choice to go after. Now, the third story I want to talk about is news that broke earlier this week by several media sources that West Virginia University President E. Gordon Gee has come out and basically said the college playoff expansion is on life support. Dr. Gee is on the 11-person college playoff expansion committee that's been formed. And that committee, according to ESPN, has to have unanimous vote in order to expand the playoffs. So Gordon Gee's one vote is very powerful. And I'm going to read you the quote from Gordon Gee, at least part of it. He says, and I quote, "I think it's on life support now. I have one of the votes, and I think it nearly needs to be unanimous, and I'm not voting for it. I think the Big Ten will not vote for it, and the Pac-12 probably not for it either. It's one of those ideas that I think was very good when there was stability. When there's instability, the idea becomes less appropriate." Now, Is Gordon Gee using this for leverage? Some think he might be. If the ACC is really serious about playoff expansion, could Gordon Gee use this as a negotiation tactic to get West Virginia into the conference? I'm not saying that's the case, but it is something to think about, and would probably be smart on his part to do that. If the playoff expansion is that important to the ACC or any other conference for that matter that he might be trying to get West Virginia in. So very important stuff right there, guys. As far as the college football landscape goes, Gordon Gee is a powerful man right now, and he's a very well respected man. So I think like I've said in previous videos, I think we're in good hands with him at the helm. I really do. So anyway, guys, look, appreciate you liking my videos. I want to give a shout out to Suburban Homeboy, another one of my subscribers. Also want to shout out to Lester, a new subscriber. Thank you guys for subscribing. Appreciate the support. I ask all of you watching this video to please, if you've liked what I had to say, if you like my content, please press that like button. It really helps me out. And smash that subscribe button, guys. I need to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark by the end of the year. That's my goal, okay? Please help me do that. Once again, thanks for all your support. Until my next video, peace out.